Whenever someone invites Jack out to eat, he packs up all the leftovers to take home. But when it's his turn to treat someone to a meal, he goes to a small diner. But even so, looking at the menu, he either says the dishes are too expensive, or says those dishes are too greasy. Anyway, after looking for ages, he doesn't order a single dish. He still decides to take them to eat affordable boxed meals instead. The boss gets so mad he turns and walks away. This gives the man the perfect excuse to change restaurants, but his friends block him, saying since we're already here, let's just eat something. The man calls the boss back, and only orders 2 of the cheapest dishes. His 2 friends are instantly unhappy, because what they're eating is just too shabby. The man picks up the menu again, and reluctantly chooses a dish that's barely acceptable. But the 3 dishes they ordered are quickly almost finished. The 2 friends aren't full at all. Tommy calls the boss over to add a few more dishes. The man immediately stops him and says that's too wasteful. He puts down his chopsticks and says he's already full, and calls the boss to come settle the bill. But the man's way of paying is kind of bizarre. He takes out $100 from his wallet. He says the dishes he ordered came to exactly $99. The extra $1 should be paid by his 2 friends themselves. His friends are completely speechless after hearing this. They know the man is famously stingy, so his friend generously takes out money and pays the bill. The man wants to include his $100 too, but after hesitating for a long time, he stuffs it back into his wallet. A colleague hears that the man is treating people to a meal. He absolutely doesn't believe the stingy man would pay the bill, so he curiously calls Johnny. Johnny tells him what just happened. The colleague laughs. This completely fits his impression of the man, but he thinks of a way to deal with the man. The next evening, the colleague uses his own birthday as an excuse, and invites the man to the most luxurious hotel in town. The man learns that the colleague is paying today. He deliberately didn't eat all day for this big meal. As soon as they sit down, the man snatches the menu away. Looking at the expensive dishes on the menu, the man is thrilled. The colleague tells him to order whatever he wants, but the man worries that the foreign ingredients on the menu won't be fresh after shipping here. But the waiter tells him, all the ingredients here are specially supplied, and recommends a few expensive dishes. Johnny immediately interrupts the waiter, and tells the man to just order a few normal dishes. But the man thinks since someone else is treating, it doesn't matter what he orders. He points at the menu and orders many expensive dishes. Soon the table full of dishes the man ordered arrives, but the colleague on the side has no interest in this feast at all. The man starts frantically stuffing seafood into his mouth, but Tommy and Johnny aren't happy, because this feast might cost the colleague a month's salary. But at this moment the colleague begins his performance. He pretends he needs to go to the bathroom. Tommy catches on immediately and goes to help him, but as soon as they walk out of the private room, the colleague stops pretending. The colleague tells Tommy to quickly send Johnny a text message. At the same time, the man is still crazily enjoying the feast. He can't imagine at all that this is a planned trap, and he even urges Johnny to eat quickly, but Johnny has no appetite at all. Just when he doesn't know what to do, Tommy sends him a text message. As soon as he reads it, he immediately gets up in a panic to leave. The man asks him what he's doing. He lies saying the colleague hasn't come back in so long. He's going to check what's wrong. The man doesn't think much of it, and just like that, he successfully escapes too. Half an hour passes. The man really can't eat anymore. He calls Johnny, but it says the phone is already off. He calls Tommy again, still turned off. The man immediately senses something's wrong. He immediately gets up wanting to leave, but gets stopped by the waiter. The man asks how much. After discount, $28,000.